So Liverpool won, Arsenal won. We still can't get that monkey off our backs at Anfield. We went in front. We started fantastic, and it was a carbon copy of last season, really, if we're being completely honest. The only difference is the scoreline. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel, people. Arsenal history and more. Make sure you sub to me as well. Big up to everybody. Merry Christmas to you guys that are celebrating. And if you're not celebrating, just enjoy the time with your family. Cheers. Big up to everyone. And make sure you check out Kenny's fan cam, my fan cam. Player ratings will be out shortly. I'm jumping on with Craig on Anfield Agenda for a quick fan cam as well. And then I'm on the Fight Week show, watching Bivell versus Arthur now. They're doing their ring walks. And then we've got the main events later as well. So it should be good. But Jez, we started like a house on fire again, mate. And then it all went south. Give us your thoughts, mate.
Yeah, disappointing, man. I went 4 minutes, 1-0 up. Lovely, lovely goal from Gabriel. And I was like, oh, here we go. Intensity. You've got to do that at Anfield, you know. And we did it last year. We did it again. But then we dropped off. And you just said to me before we went live, can't blame Zinchenko. I'm going to blame him. That goal from Salah, he didn't have a clue. He got roasted by Salah. Sorry, mate. But, yeah, shocking. And he did it a couple of 2 or 3 more times in the game. He's just not levelled enough to be a left-back. And there's a couple of other players there today that were there or thereabouts. I thought Martinelli today was absolute dog crap.
Oh, he was worst player on the pitch. He was crap.
Shocking. And showed nothing to us. Well, gave us nothing. I think that's the better way of putting it, mate. Liverpool are not good. I personally say we were better, but we just didn't take the opportunities well enough. And sadly, I mean, my man of the match, man, was Saliba. I thought that guy was absolute class today. Second behind him, Declan Rice again. Yeah, we had some poor performances today.
The only reason I said like backstage that I don't blame Zinchenko is because the manager keeps picking him. Yeah, and it's like, surely, like in a sense, I probably should blame him because as good as he is in tight spaces and going forward and gives us something in midfield and all this rubbish inverted crap and all that, cool. That's great. Fantastic. However, don't show the geezer on his left foot. Yeah, like you've allowed one ball over the top from Trent to land at him anyway. And you know he wants to cut inside in his left. Gabriel Magalhaes as well could see that whole picture unfolding as the ball's floating over. And he's just ball watching. No, go and close that space so Salah can't have that shot. And if he does, you block it. The goalkeeper's got to look at himself as well, near post. Like all 3 of them. Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to blame the goalkeeper so much. He didn't have a great deal to do today. But what that showed me with that game, right, is we were happy with a draw, which is cool. I understand it. I get it. Yeah, a draw at Anfield's not the worst result in the world. However, like you said, they're not that good. And they were there for the taking for me. Yeah, and both of them teams have shown to me today and in their last games each, Man United played Liverpool and we played Brighton. We are not clinical enough in the final third, neither team. Yeah, Diaz for them today, shocking. Gakpo, I didn't notice him. Darwin Núñez was crap when he came on. Yeah, and then Harvey Elliott weren't that great. Salah was probably their best attacker. Yeah, laid one on a plate for Trent, who spanked it off the bar. We got lucky with that. But then on the flip side of that, we're laying shots on. Yeah, like Saka's clean through. What was he doing? Yeah, he trips over, keeper parries it, and what's Martinelli doing? It's like the only winners of this last round of games are Man City, and they didn't even play. They're only 6 points behind us, Jez. They got a game in hand against Brentford. Yeah, and if they beat us at the Etihad and win that game in hand against Brentford, they're above us. They're sitting there going, Liverpool have drawn 6 games this season. 6. That's 1/3 of their games. Yeah, we've drawn 4. We've lost 1 game less than Man City, and they've got a game in hand. They're sitting there going, this lot are all bottle jobs. Aston Villa drew, these 2 drew, and all of a sudden, it's not great. If Liverpool had got 3 extra wins out of them 6 draws, yeah, they'd have another 6 points. Yeah, all of a sudden, they'd be, 11 points clear of Man City. Yeah, if we hadn't have got 4 draws and we'd only got 1 draw, yeah, we'd have another 6 points. Yeah, all of a sudden we're 12 clear of Man City. Yeah, and this is where the fine margins count. And this is why we need to go and do the business in January, because you're right, Jez, Saliba was outstanding today. Declan Rice, when they had that breakaway, I was like, they're literally clean through. And then Rice came out of nowhere on the screen. I was like, where did he come from? And he kept his composure. He didn't panic, because most people would have dragged themselves over the other side to where the other 4 were, and Salah would have run straight in. Yeah, he defended pretty well. Fair play, Trent missed, but not good at times. Yeah, we showed glimpses of good. Liverpool did as well. However, I just thought it was 2 teams that ain't going to win the league, mate, if I'm honest.
I think I totally agree with you. Both teams showed glimpses, very marginal glimpses of talent today, but not good enough. You're not going to win league titles like that, I'm afraid. Sorry to tell you. And I know people will get upset and cry. Well, cry, because we're realists. We've been there, seen it, done it, and I'm not getting excited again, because today we went there. We had Liverpool for the taking. We didn't do it. And as you just quite rightly put it there, Manchester City, right, they're sitting in the wings. They're waiting. And after the Christmas period, we know they'll kick in, because that's what Man City do. And we know that Arsenal, historically, come January, February, when we're going to lose a few players down to the AFCON and what God knows what else, we'll be weak again. Are we going to get the players in, Lee, that we need? No.
Probably not. Mate, the last time, I see this the other day, the last time Arsenal spent more than 30 million on a single player in January was at Aubameyang. And look how far back that was. That was what, 2017? 2018, January 18, maybe.
18, yeah.
Yeah. We're now going into January 24, 6 years later, and we've never signed a player over 30 mil since. Like, we need Ivan Toney in there. We need a midfielder in there. Today, Martin Odegaard, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah. Everything I say about this guy, he showed again today. Soon as the pressure's on him, he flops. Yeah, he wiped out Zinchenko, and that's why they had that 5-on-1. He wiped his own player out. Yeah. Soon as Endo stuck it on him and pressed him, folds. Rolling around on the floor. Yeah, moaning, bitching. Yeah, done some nice, tidy passes at times. We know you're going to get nice, tidy passes here and there. But that was like watching Mesut Ozil at Anfield. Yeah, you know he's got quality. You know he's a good player. But you want to see him grab hold of a game and say, we ain't fucking drawing this game, mate. We ain't losing this game. I'm winning us this game. And if I don't, my performance will elevate this team to win it. Yeah, we didn't see that. We didn't see that from any Liverpool midfielder today. Yeah, Liverpool's best player was probably Salah. And I was cooking him all game. But that shows how bad they were, because I don't think they were that great. Yeah, our best player, we're mentioning a centre-back who actually got man of the match. Yeah, and a DM. Tells you all you need to know about our 2 teams. Yeah, we're decent teams. We're very good teams. We can blitz a lot of teams. But ultimately, when it comes down to the crunch, yeah, both of them teams today were like rabbits in the headlights in front of goal. And they were like, snatching chances. Subs didn't make a difference to either team. All 3 of theirs were crap. Both of ours were crap. Right? It weren't good today. But no. I predicted 1. I predicted a 2-2, 1-1. I thought it'd be a draw. So I can't be too disappointed. But when you've watched 90 minutes after you've predicted something before, and you've seen how that game unfolded, yeah, both teams are going to be sitting there thinking that was a missed opportunity. Yeah, and we could have really got a psychological one. Yeah, but it's what it is, mate. You've got fan channels out here twerking, happy with a draw, and that sums up the mentality. Yeah, because the players are probably happy with a draw. The manager's happy with a draw. Like I said, it's not the worst result, so I can see why the manager would be. But when you've got a fan base that is en masse celebrating a draw, go back to the reason you support this club, most of these idiots. Yeah, it's because of Arsene Wenger winning an invincible season at White Hart Lane, and Tarico jumping around in front of Henry, and Henry saying, celebrating a draw. A draw. That kind of sums up their mentality. Fast forward 20 years, they're celebrating a draw at Anfield, Jez. Imagine George Graham going to Anfield saying, "Yeah, don't worry if we don't win the title, lads. We'll get a draw." Like, come on.
Never going to happen. That was never going to happen. We all know that. That's back in time. I was so disappointed today because when we went 1-0 up, 4 minutes, we started with such the correct attitude. And I thought, here we go again. You know, we could sneak. I predicted a 2-1. Right. I knew they'd score.
How toxic.
Sorry?
How toxic.
Well, that's me, you know, and I don't care. But at the end of the day, I knew Liverpool would score, you know, against us. They always do against us. I can't ever remember a game apart from once in my life where we've actually won without them scoring. Oh, and dare I say, I'll repeat that, 89. But there we go. Let's not go back that far. But the fact remains is we had them to take them today. We had them, and we didn't get it over the line again. Because why? I'm sorry, Martinelli, he should have been hooked before half time. He was crap. He was absolute shat. And he's been crap most of the season. Yet I get told, Lee, before we wrap this one up, I get told, what does it Arteta improves players? Bollocks. He doesn't improve any player.
Last season was an anomaly, Jez. We all know that. Yeah. It was an anomaly. And it's no coincidence that teams have realised, oh wow, Arsenal are actually serious. Because last season they thought, oh yeah, they finished fifth. They're this lot of nothing. We'll have a go at them. Right. And that's why we blitzed everyone. Yeah. As soon as the pressure was on us and they started sitting back against us, we folded. Right. This season, they've taken us a bit more seriously and we're struggling to break teams down so much and be clinical. But here's what it is. Listen, make sure you sub to Jez's channel, people. We're going to do player ratings shortly. I'm going to jump on with Craig real quick on Anfield Agenda, and then I'm on the Fight Week show. Make sure you sub to Arsenal History and More. It'll be in the title if I can get it in there. If not, it's in the description. And we're out of here, people. Laters. Merry Crimbo.